Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Pitt versus Georgia Tech college football matchup on Saturday, October 1st, 2022. Here on YouTube, I do tons of free pick videos, so be sure to subscribe to our channel. We do free picks every day, sportschatplace.com, pickdawgz.com, right here on YouTube, as well as across social media and our live shows. And when you give out that many free picks, you're bound to like some games more than others. And to find out which games those are, as well as to get best bets from some of the top handicappers in the world today, head on over to our website, pickdawgz.com. Click on the Premium Picks tab, and while you're there, be sure to use the discount code 15OFF, that's 15OFF, get 15% off all of your purchases at sportschatplace.com Premium and Pickdawgz Premium. But let's get to this one. We've got Georgia Tech taking on Pitt. And, you know, Pitt, not a great team this year, but not a horrible team either. Really, what we saw was the difference in this Pitt team is when they played Tennessee, they made it to overtime against Tennessee, who's now ranked in the top 10. But when they got to overtime, unable to score. In fact, I was in Vegas that weekend and they clobbered my parlay. It was the only loss of my parlay was I had the over in that Pitt-Tennessee game. It was the only game I lost. I had I rarely do parlay, so when I do, I just make it a wish and a prayer, like 11 teams, and that over, boy, all they needed was the touchdown there in overtime. Did not get it, and obviously not going to let that go for quite some time. But at the same time, we look at Georgia Tech, and they've been absolutely terrible this season. Coming off of a cover last time out, that's the good news. But the bad news is they lost by 17 points in a game they were getting 21. So nothing too great about that against Central Florida, who's a non-Power 5 conference team. And next year, of course, Central Florida will be a Power 5 conference team, but they're not this year. But when we look at the other games, boy, Ole Miss just put a drubbing on Georgia Tech, beating them by 42 points. A win over West Carolina, an FCS team, did not cover the spread in that one. And they opened the season getting clobbered by Clemson on a nationally televised game, 41-10. In all fairness, it should have been only 34-10, but Clemson felt the need to score a late touchdown, showing off their backup quarterback, who's better than 98% of the team's real starting quarterback, and will probably be the starting quarterback for Clemson at some point. We'll have to get into that in a Clemson video at another time. But in this one, I just don't think Georgia Tech has the firepower here. And while Pitt can be pretty boring, grinded out style offense, and not really the most exciting thing out there. I mean, Pickett was a good quarterback, and the quarterbacks that they have replacing him this year, a little bit more hype than actual substance. I like Pitt to win and cover in this game, but mostly this is just the fate of Georgia Tech. So it's Pitt, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks today, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. Our betting tools are 100% free in the way they work. They show you just how often the bets on the board today actually hit. Then they show you today's odds, and from there, you can assess the risk reward, putting yourself on the bets that come in the most and pay the most. And that's how you make money betting on sports.